And we are gonna get started. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Go ahead and take your feet just to hips distance. Take a bend in your knees, take a huge inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, find that soft bend in your knees. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Inhaling deeply, exhale. Inhale 1 more time. When your hands reach the ceiling, grab onto your left wrist. Go ahead and take your body over to the right. Really shift your hips over to the left. Peer up underneath your left bicep. Oh, that feels so good. Come back through center. Grab onto your right wrist. Take that stretch all the way over to the left. Really exaggerate your hips to the right. Come back through center. Reach your fingertips up 1 more inch. Maybe climb your left arm, climb your right arm. Feel all that space, almost as if you're getting a little bit taller. Take a huge inhale, open your chest up towards the ceiling. Then on your exhale, take a swan dive forward. Go ahead and let your fingertips reach the carpeting and just dangle here. You take a bend in your right knee, a bend in your left knee, pedal it out. We're going to find a down dog, but before we do, I want you to see if you can really exaggerate that openness in your, in your low back. Just pedaling left to right. Such a funny thing, but we don't take time for ourselves to do this, and it's really good for us. Come back through center, ground both of your heels here, lift your toes up. Maybe slide your fingers underneath your big toe or your front toes. Press your toes down into your hands and take a deeper fold here. If you can straighten your legs, that's great. You'll really feel this through your calves and your hamstrings. Big inhale. Exhale. Remove your hands, walk your hands out long in front of you. Press your palms down just at your shoulder width, and then press your chest back. You're in a down dog position here. If you want to stay with your legs straight, that's great. You can also pedal your legs out again here. See how that feels different? Stay for your inhale. Then on your exhale, flow forward. Find your long arm plank. We're not going to do anything fancy here. You're just going to shift your weight forward of your wrists and then back. Feel that openness through your chest. Feel all that length from the crown of your head out your heels. Come back through center, tap your knees down. Untuck your toes, and let's flow through some cat-cow here. Finding your inhales, tucking your chin all the way in, staying for your exhale. You want to exaggerate your spine here. Inhaling, exhaling, finding all the permutations of your spine, really working it in every direction. This should feel great. What a great way to start your morning. Just cat-cow, in and out. You all look so graceful. Come back through center, tuck your toes, and let's flow through our down dog, hips high, chest back. Inhale, exhale forward, tap your knees down, and then flow all the way back up through this. This is just a moving stretch. Finding that tap of your knees, that flow with your hips high. Go ahead and keep your neck in line with your spine this whole time. We're going to take this last down dog. Stay here, find your inhale. Then on your exhale, float your right toes up, slide your right knee into your chest, step your right foot through your hands, lower down. Your weight is shifted forward of your left kneecap. Give that left seat a squeeze here and tip your hips up. That tip up of your hips is going to release your hip flexor. Stay right here. You can reach around and grab your left foot if you want a little extra quadricep stretch. This is a gentle stretch, so don't do anything that feels tweaky or strange. Release your toes, tuck your back toe, and just gently lift up. Finding a nice low lunge, but squeezing that left leg super straight. Find your goalpost arms. Open your chest. Feel all that space through your front body. Hands can come back through center. Drop your left hand down just inside your right foot. Take a twist over to the right. Fingers go high. That left leg is super, super straight, fully engaged. Then come back through center, hands inside right foot. Heel toe your right foot out to the side, lower all the way down, and find your lizard lunge. This is a beautiful inner thigh opener, the outer edge of your right seat, as well as your left hip flexor. Just settle into this. Enjoy this beautiful stretch. Little treat for you on your Thursday morning. Take one more rock side to side. Then come back through center. Frame your right foot. Tuck your back toes. Shift your weight back and drive your right hip all the way back. Fingertips reach out. Take a big inhale. Get a little taller out of those hips. Exhale, fold all the way over your right leg. Your hands should be framing your calf or your heel. Use your palms to press your right hip back. Then take a point and a flex of those right toes. See if you can find a windshield wiper motion generating from your hip. Should feel really nice. And come back through center, ground your toes. You need to take your hand to the top of your foot, that's okay. See if you can fold a little deeper. See if you can tuck your chin in a little bit more to your chest. If you can, take your right hand to the back of your skull and just pull your head in a little bit more. Replace your right palm and stay here or slide your way into your version of the daily method splits. Again, that's always with a super straight front leg and squared off hips, not a dancer's split. If you want a little bit more of an IT band release, you can take your hands to the outside of your right foot and really actively press that right hip back and down. Beautiful. Go ahead and straighten both legs and all the way up tall. Your feet are in their own lane. Your hands are framing your right foot. Both legs ideally are straight. Go ahead and walk all the way through center, toes parallel with one another, finding a wide split. Take a deep bend in your right knee as you shift your hips down. Come back through center. Take a deep bend in your left knee. Let your hips be really heavy. You can flow through this. And come back through center. Keeping both legs straight, ground your right palm, but send your left arm all the way up to the sky. Shift your hips over to the left. That little extra shift is going to open up your right inner thigh. Float your left palm down. Right hand reaches all the way up to the sky as your hips shift to the right. Take your gaze up towards your thumb. Whatever feels good on your neck. Come back down through center. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows here. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Let your chest be heavy. Let your head be really heavy here. Replace your palms onto the carpeting or your mat and walk yourself over to the left. You're going to start in that nice low lunge, so go ahead and drop your right knee, untuck your back toes, and shift your weight forward. Feel that heaviness of your hips. And physically take your hands to your hips here, tip your hips up, and squeeze your right seat. Feel that release. And stay right here, or reach around and grab your right foot, totally up to you. feeling like it's a heavy hip flexor day for me, so I'm gonna stay right here. Beautiful, come back through center. Tuck your toes, lift your back leg and squeeze your right quadricep. Goal post your arms and just send your thumbs behind you as you lift your heart up and feel that openness through your chest. Big inhale here. Take another big inhale, just because it feels good. Blow it all out as you float your right hand down inside your left foot and send your left hand high. Be mindful that you don't let your left knee splay open. Keep it right through that center line. Bring out your waist. Go ahead and bring your hands down to the inside of your left foot here. Really heel toe that foot all the way outside of your midline, outside of your hip line. Then lower down, finding your lizard lunge. You can come down onto your forearms here. Sometimes I like to dip my right hip a little bit lower than my left here. Find a little bit more openness. Beautiful. Guys look great. Enjoy this feeling. Finding that stretch and that openness. I'm so scratchy. Nice. Go ahead and bring your foot back through center. Tuck your back toes and shift your weight back. Reach your fingertips long away from you, about a 45-degree angle here. Bring your attention to your left hip, drive it back and down. Flex your left toes. Reach up and out of those hips. You feel the stretch right away before we go anywhere. Now, on your exhale, round down over your left toes. Find that same point and flex that you found on the other side. You can roll into that windshield wiper motion. So funny, they're such simple little movements. They feel so good. I apologize for the background noise. My dogs are crying at the back door. They're gonna need to wait about 7 more minutes for me. Go ahead and float your toes all the way down. Come down onto your palms. Find that roundness through your back. Tuck your chin in. Again, you can take your left hand to the back of your skull and just feel that little stretch through your neck. It's not aggressive, it's a little helpful. A supported stretch, if you will. Bring your hands back down, ground your toes, and either stay right here or work your way into your version of the daily method splits. Again, straight legs, squared off hips. I like to play around when I'm in this position and find a release of my quadricep, almost like a tiny unlock of my knee, and then a deep squeeze. So it's just a tiny unlock reach. Coming in and out of this split. Beautiful. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, just rise up. Keep your left leg right where it is. Shift your weight so that you're facing forward. Take a seat just on your right heel and flex your left toes. So you're seated here. Give me a little stretch here. We're gonna take this deeper. Lift up, slide your right foot inside your left thigh. Go ahead and float your left hand down towards your inner calf. Right arm goes high. While you may not feel this as much in your legs, you should feel it in the right side body. So really rotate up towards the ceiling here. Big inhale. And exhale, find a rotation over your left leg. Reach your fingertips long as if you're reaching past your left foot. Keep that left hip still and quiet as you reach and roll over your left leg. Beautiful. Rise to tall and just switch your legs here. The left foot comes inside your right thigh. The left leg is long. Go ahead and slide your right arm inside, just running along that right calf as your left fingertips go high. Lift up and out of your hips. Finding that inhale, and on your exhale, find a little more rotation towards the ceiling. Go ahead and rotate over your right leg. I like to flex my toes. I find I get a little deeper into my calf with that flex. Go ahead and drop your forehead down towards your knee if possible. You should feel this again all through the outside edge of your left side. And come back through center, and we're going to do a couple of twists here. To keep your left leg right where it is, just slide your right ankle over your left knee. Before we do any twisting, take that left foot out just a little wider than your hip and slide your hip all the way down to the carpeting. You're going to feel that change right away. So your right thigh is just right through your rib cage here. So you're up nice and tall. Keep a tight grip on your right knee. Take your right elbow, cradle it like a baby, and then slide over to the right. You're just rotating, keeping your hips grounded, both hips grounded. You can take that right hand down outside your right hip. Take an inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, twist a little bit more deeply. Keep your legs right where they are, come back through center, and just switch your arms, sliding your right elbow inside your right knee, maybe holding your hand up like you're saying hello, and twist over to the left. And let's switch the cross of our legs. So again, make sure that your right foot's outside your left hip, wide enough so that you can really ground that left hip down. Starting there is so important. Cradle your left knee with your right elbow. Rotate over to the left. That grounded hip is stretching here as you're pulling your knee a little bit closer to your torso. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, take your gaze over your left shoulder if possible. And then come back to center. We'll switch that. Find that nice strong hand pressed into your left knee. Then come back through center. We're going to find a butterfly stretch. So I like to have my feet, soles of my feet together. You can start really tightly, or you can find a little bit wider butterfly, whatever feels good for you today. Slide your hands down inside your feet and open them like a book. Take your elbows inside your calves. Take an inhale. Reach up and out of your hips. So right away you should feel this through the outside edge of your seat. Then fold over your feet. Stay right where you are. Just send your feet long. Grab the outside edges of your feet if that's available to you, or your shins, and start to pedal your feet right and left. Keep that flex of your toes. Go ahead and ground both feet. Take a point and a flex. And then find real roundness in your back. Tuck your head all the way into your chin. Tuck your chin all the way into your chest. Blow all the air out of your belly here. And on your inhale, lift your fingers all the way up towards the sky. On your exhale, round all the way down. Reach your fingers long behind you. Send your right toes further, left toes further. Feel all the kinks and crackles in your back. Just work out here on this morning stretch. And when you're ready, bring your hands down by your sides, palms facing up. Walk your feet out wider than your midline. Let your feet just flop open. Take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. We'll all take a huge collective inhale and an audible exhale. One more time, big inhale. Big exhale. Thank you for joining me this morning. I know it was a little unconventional, and certainly I won't be doing this every Thursday or I'll be out of a job. So hope you take this energy with you into your day. Sometimes we just need a little grace.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy. That's just what